Hi, I'm Tanya DeVries-Porter. I'm the Director of Care at Trillium Manor in Aurelia. Trillium Manor is operated by the County of Simcoe, which also runs 3 other long-term care facilities within the region. Certainly with the introduction of the Long-Term Care Homes Act, there was and its shift in focus to resident safety and quality care for the residents. There were some significant changes in the legislation surrounding the use of restraints within our population. So the County of Simcoe, the 4 sister homes, had a look at our policy. We did a policy review and revision to ensure that we were meeting all of the legislative standards. When we started looking at our incidence and prevalence of restraint use, we believed we could make a difference and bring those numbers down. So at the beginning of 2010, Trillium Manor undertook a quality improvement initiative with the goal of reducing the number of the incidence and prevalence of restraints used within our facility by 30%. We changed ideas such as the education of staff, so including some significant education with regards to alternatives to restraint uses, some of the effects on residents with regards to the use of restraints, even the change in perception that just because there's a seatbelt on a chair doesn't mean you have to use it, or just because there's 2 side rails on a bed, that does not mean you need to use it. So we did some significant amount of education with our staff. We also did some education with the family and developed a pamphlet with regards to some of the challenges with using restraints. We also, when a family makes a request for a restraint use within our facility, either myself or the nurse manager sits down with them and explains the benefits and the risks. It's absolutely still ultimately their decision, but we educate them with regards to that. The facility purchased an additional 20 high-low beds with non-restraining side rails and put it in our capital asset plan to replace our beds at a pace of 10 per year to ensure that all of our beds are high-low beds with the non-restraining side rails. We instituted a restraints reduction committee, so we met on a monthly basis and it reviewed cases interdisciplinary with the PTOT, with our registered staff, our frontline staff, to determine whether the need for that restraint was actually still necessary. And then we also instituted the policy and the process that any restraint request had to be okayed by myself or my nurse manager before it was put into place to ensure that we were doing the exact right thing for the residents. In the course of the 16 months since we started the project, we have actually made a 70% decrease in the incidence and prevalence rate. And because Trillium Manor and the County of Simcoe Homes actually were part of the initial group of HQO, where we voluntarily reported to HQO. HQO actually approached Trillium Manor earlier this year and asked us to write up our restraints reduction quality improvement initiative as a submission for possible inclusion in the quality monitor for 2012. And as a result, in the quality monitor of 2012, Trillium Manor is focused as a significant quality improvement initiative within long-term care. Okay. That's all I have.
Well, it's brilliant because I think, having worked in long-term care, part of it, as you pointed out, really is a multi-pronged approach around restraint.